Hello, trading has closed on the 30th of May, 2024. We always start with our disclaimer. We'll go over our calls and then make some predictions. It's my trading plan for Friday, which is May 31st, 2024. Please remember, my calls can be wrong. Trade at your own risk. Also, I have a lot of personal business through the end of this month and probably early into next month, and just can't follow the market as closely as I'd like to. If you're going to risk money on my calls, please bear that in mind. We looked for the pattern today with the early low, which is this. Tomorrow should also have the early low. We also said we expected to see lower prices, and that happened today. This is just a reminder of what we said. During the day, we got an ultimate sell signal in the morning. It didn't tell us the next move, but ultimately we did trade lower. MEJT said this move up was false, would retrace. Now says this drop is false, going to retrace, gives us a target 5255.93. And if we don't gap down smartly tomorrow, that's my call. Gapping down smartly is entirely possible, but if we don't, that's my call. Well, we stopped here at this Gann fan one by one line. Here we've now dropped to a Gann fan 2 by 1 line, 308 days, 616 points within a fraction. So that's support. Now support doesn't have to hold, but if it's going to break, you really should gap under it, which is possible, of course. I don't know how we're going to open tomorrow, and futures are down, but right now we dropped to a support level. Well, I had this original count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wasn't happy with it, but didn't break any rules. We also had a count where wave 4 ended here, the alternate count, and let's look at this last move up. We originally had wave 5 being over. That's one way to count it. This was my original count in blue. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though I wasn't thrilled with it, all the fibs work. If you look at the magenta count, you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for alternate 1. Here's alternate 2. Alternate 3 is exactly twice alternate 1, and alternate 4 is equal to alternate 2. This is actually a cleaner count in magenta than in blue, because wave 2 is a simple correction, and wave 4 is an expanded flat, which is what typically happens to distinguish the two corrective waves. And these fibs don't have to be fudged. If that's right, we still can have magenta 5 coming to complete the 5th wave up from this alternate 4. Let's take a look at this drop here. If that's your 3 and that's your 4, these are the alternate counts. If that's A and that's B, C is equal to A. You don't have to fudge, and you've got an ABC down. There's no reason why that can't be the end of the 4th wave with the 5th wave coming. Doesn't mean it's the only way to count it, but it's a valid count allowing for a bounce. Even if the 5th wave truncates, you could still have it. Well, Friday's pattern has the early low. That doesn't tell us where we open. There's a higher MEJT target unless we gap down smartly. The rules call for it to print, and futures are down as I write this, so it's entirely possible we gap down, in which case we don't have to get the higher target tomorrow. even though it should print at some time. The NASDAQ McClellan oscillator is given a Bollinger Band reversal buy signal. We're at support from a Gann fan line, and there's a wave count compatible with a move up tomorrow, a bounce tomorrow. I still feel we're in for more of a decline than we've had so far. That doesn't mean we drop every day. If we don't gap down smartly tomorrow, I think the odds favor us seeing the 5255.93 target. So it's the pattern with the early low. If we don't gap down, I have a higher target right here. And if we do drop, these are the next two targets on the downside. And I do think we'll see them at some point and might not have to wait very long. And I think the drop isn't over. That doesn't mean we drop every day. And we have a higher target for tomorrow if we don't gap down smartly. That's today's call.